Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video I've got another really big haul for you. We are unboxing a whole lot of different packages, everything from Handmade Creations to Polished Gamer's Box. I've also got some mysteries from Ethereal. I think they're out of shot here, but they're underneath the bubble wrap just in case because those were mystery colors. I've also got a large polish pickup order here on the last row. So we've got a lot to dig into. I'm going to try to go fast because this is going to be a long video. But let's go ahead and start with the order that I placed from Handmade Creations. This was back for the month of November 2021. Yeah. I think you guys are all expecting that at this point. It's taking me a while to open up some of these packages and film them. This first thing that they sent is a sample wax of the next month's release, so this probably would have been released in December. This is an HHC exclusive Pirin tablets, an original blend of lemon, sugar, pineapple, yellow cake, and a small smattering of brown sugar. Now I don't think I got this one. I did preemptively try to film this like a few weeks ago by now, and so I know how this smells, and I am really wishing that I had bought this one. This smells amazing. I definitely smell the yellow cake and a little bit of the pineapple, maybe to add a bit of that tartness in with the lemon. It definitely smells foodie. It smells really, really good. I do wish that I had gotten a backup of this, and by a backup I mean more of this, because this was just the little sample that they send you. The downside, again, of not opening these in time, you can't really see the sample in time to order it. But in any case, that was the little sampler that they sent from a Hula Moon wax melt, and that was Pirin tablets. Now the wax that I did order, I did smell as a sample, and I did get it. And this one is called Out of My Gourd. This is pumpkin infused Twinkies finished with a top shelf bourbon sauce. This one smells divine, you guys. This one is so amazing. I smell a lot of the spice notes, the pumpkin, a little bit of the bourbon. I'm wondering if that's going to smell a little bit stronger on a warm sniff, but it is absolutely delicious. I'm just very glad that I got this one. So that was Under a Hula Moon Wax Melt, Out of My Gourd. Now on to our polishes from Handmade Creations for November 2021. This one is from DRK Nails, and this one is called Extraordinary. I do believe this is the topper from the duo that they released for that month. So if you look closely, this is a black to red multichrome flaky topper. So you can put this over a number of different polishes. I didn't yet have one of these, and I haven't really jumped on board necessarily for a lot of these black to red multichrome flaky polishes. So I don't have that many. So I thought that this would be a really good way of trying this kind of flaky out with some other colors and see how I like that one. And this is how this one looks in 2 coats. I did do 2 coats there so you can get a little bit more of those flakies. I didn't try to reach opacity since this is designed as a topper, but it is really beautiful. You can definitely see the beautiful shift from that black to red. The red is absolutely beautiful, and of course there are a whole lot of other colors going on in that shift as well. So I think I'm going to have a lot of fun playing around with that flaky topper. So that was DRK Nails Extraordinary. The next one I think might have also been designed as a topper. This one is from MN Indie Polish, and this one is called Killing Boys. This is another really gorgeous flaky topper. This has a mix of iridescent and multichrome flakies in there, and the base is slightly tinted in sort of this blue-green, maybe a teal. This one, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe was in 3 coats. So as you can see, it is still pretty sheer. You would have to put this over a blurring base coat or an undie polish to get it fully opaque. That's why I'm thinking that it was probably designed as a topper as well. Like I said, these are from November and it is now February, so I don't recall if it was designed as a topper or not. But it is gorgeous. You can see all of the beautiful fall colored flakies in here showing up very nicely in a beautiful bronze, orange, and gold. Then those iridescent flakies adding a whole lot of pastel rainbow qualities to this as well. So it's really unique to my collection. That again was MN Indie Polish Killing Boys. The next polish is from Phoenix. This one is called Frost. This is an absolutely stunning, stunning polish. It mixes hollow and flakies, and I want to say there's shimmer in here as well. It is absolutely gorgeous, very winter appropriate. This is it in just 2 coats. You can see that beautiful linear holographic. Very gorgeous and icy. I might have to try this over a few manis as a topper. It is absolutely gorgeous. And pretty unique to my collection because of the array of the blue flakies. I keep thinking that I have a lot with these ghost blue flakies as a topper, and then I try to go find them and I'm like, okay, wait a second, maybe I have them just in other polishes. So this one should be really nice to play around with as a topper. That was Phoenix Indie Polish Frost. The next polish is from Zombie Claw, and I was really excited to get this one. This is called Comforting Lavender, and this is one that uses those beautiful metallic flakies that I really, really like. These are in a beautiful turquoise color in a beautiful lavender base. The lavender base also has a shifting shimmer in there that shifts from pink to gold. This is a beautiful, beautiful color. As always, I am a sucker for purple shades, and I love the contrast with those beautiful metallic teal flakes. This is it in 2 coats. I think this one is beautifully opaque. Love that contrast between the purple and teal, just so beautiful. And pretty unique to my collection. These types of polishes are one of my favorites lately, but I don't think I have one in quite this mix just yet, so I'm really excited to have this one in my collection. So that was Zombie Claw's Comforting Lavender. Next up is one from Garden Path Lacquer. This is called Natal Plum, and it's a magnetic. I love that she puts the little sticker saying if it's magnetic or thermal or anything like that on the back. I think she had one in her original debut release from Garden Path Lacquers, because they, in case you weren't aware, originally were Lollipop Posse Lacquer, and they recently, within the last year or so, changed to Garden Path Lacquer. So in their debut collection, they had one that dried matte, and they had a little matte sticker on the back. But I've digressed. This polish from the HHC release is a beautiful multi-chrome, and it's got, I want to say, like gold holographic flakies in there. This is absolutely gorgeous and very unique to my collection as well. I do have a bunch of multi-chrome polishes, but I don't think I have one that is quite like this, especially mixing in those flakies. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. This is it in 2 coats, magnetized. I will show you the magnet on the bottle here in just a moment. You can see that beautiful magnetic pull in a teal down there towards the corner of the nail here. And I love the speckled look of those gold flakies throughout. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and like I said, very unique to my collection. So here's how it looks in the bottle. Unmagnetized, you can see that beautiful green flash in that darkened multichrome base, and then you put the magnet on it. You can sort of see that magnetic pull there is pulling the teal up into the magnetic line. So beautiful color, really happy to have that one. That is Garden Path Lacquer's Natal Plum. Next is one from Lynn B Designs. This one is called Squid Goals, and it's another magnetic. This one is obviously very different from that other magnetic. It is in the pastel range. This is another purple, surprise, surprise. It is such a light shade though, very icy. Then you've got a beautiful green shimmer running throughout, as well as more of those holographic flakies, this time in silver. At least I think that's what those are. Very, very beautiful. So let's see how it looks magnetized. Ooh, wow. So this one actually pulls in like the lavender shade and leaves the rest of the nail in that sort of a green range. That is very beautiful. So here's that polish on the nail in 2 coats. That is really unique. It leaves sort of this pinky lavender color on the nail. Then you've got that green flash over top the parts of the nail that you haven't magnetized. And that pink flash is the magnetic pull. Really beautiful. And another that's really unique to my collection. Look at that green flash. So beautiful. So that was Lynn B Designs, Squid Goals. And then because I did have an order that reached $75 or more, they did send me the free product from Under a Hula Moon. This time it was the Green Room Base Coat from Under a Hula Moon. Artisan Made Beauty products from Hawaii. So I don't have this one yet. I think I did get the top coat here one of the previous months for HHC. So I'll be curious to see how this compares to some of my other base coats. But that was Under Ohulu Moons, the Green Room base coat. Alright, so now we're moving on to HHC for the month of December 2021. This first one is from Phoenix Indie Polish, and this one is I Blow Stuff Up. I believe this was the regular polish in the duo. They almost always come out with a nail polish and then a topper. I just got the polish this time, and this one might be kind of a surprise to some of my regulars because this is a bright pink. Like, this is verging very close to a bright deep neon pink, and that might surprise some of you because pink is one of those colors that I'm kind of always saying is not a favorite of mine, but it's also been growing on me for the last year or so in certain shades, and I thought that this one was just so unique. It is in that color range that I think I will enjoy on my nails. It is a deep tone of pink, and look at that blue sheen. I love pink polish when it's got blue in it. That is one of my favorite color combinations, despite not being a huge pink fan. You mix blue in it and I'm gonna want it. So this one I'm really excited to try on my nails. I mean, look at that blue flash. Oh, so gorgeous. This is it in 2 coats. This is so beautifully pigmented. I think this is going to be such a fun color for summer. And like I said, these kind of colors have been growing on me, and I have been surprising myself by liking some of these bright colors. I mean, look at what I'm wearing now. These aren't as bright of colors as the pink is, obviously, but this is a lot more summery than I intended it to be when I picked it out to wear. But this one is really beautiful and rather unique to my collection. I think the other colors that I have that mix pink and blue are not quite this neon leaning, so I'll be really excited to try it. That is Phoenix Indie Polish, I Blow Stuff Up. Next up is one from Swamp Gloss. This one is called He's Here, He's There, He's Everywhere. We're just gonna go with that. This was one I was super excited to get in that month of Handmade Creations. Now, I don't remember if this one is a thermal or not. I want to say that there's been quite a few thermals from Swamp Gloss, and by the way, Swamp Gloss has been quickly becoming one of my favorite brands. They have been coming out with just some amazing polishes. They've got glitter mixes that I absolutely adore, and I just recently bought the entire Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse collection that they came out with this past month, and I cannot wait to see that in person. But in any case, this one is Swamp Gloss's offering for the month of December of 2021, and it's gorgeous, as I knew it would be. This is a beautiful purpley blue polish. It's really actually hard to tell what the base color is because it's got an intense color shift in it in the shimmer. As you can see, the base though is a purple, and then it's got that intense shimmer. And look at the flaky that I've caught here on the brush. Holy moly, that is huge. So you've got the white matte glitters, iridescent flakies in here. You've got that intense shimmer. This is just delicious. I absolutely love polishes like this. I, in fact, might have to make this my next polish because I would be putting this in my winter rack anyways. And even though I still have a lot to go in my winter rack, and I know I'm not going to wear them all, I think this one has to cut the line because it's just so gorgeous. Now, I did take a peek at my swatch here, and it is a magnetic, so it's not thermal. It's a magnetic. Let's see how this looks. Oh my goodness. All right, so that is a beautiful multi-chrome magnetic pole. I see this beautiful deep blurple to fuchsia and purple. Wow. Okay, that is gorgeous. This is it in 3 coats. I did do 3 for this one to reach full opacity, but it is so worth it. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm definitely putting this on next. Yep, it's going with me to the office. It will be my next mani. So this is just gorgeous. I can't say enough about it. So beautiful. So that was Swamp Gloss's He's Here, He's There, He's Everywhere. Up next is another favorite brand. This is Bee's Knees offering for the month of December 2021 for Handmade Creations. This is called Rabbit Rabbit. I was so glad I got this one. This is one of those polishes that I figured I would like when I saw it swatched. And I couldn't remember if I had bought it, which is why I use a spreadsheet to keep track of the polishes that I have purchased. And then I started seeing people swatch it who had already bought it and opened their package way before me, because like I said, this is for the month of December and it's February. And I started to panic that I hadn't gotten it. So it's absolutely gorgeous. It is one of those beautifully sheer polishes full of shimmer and multichrome flakies. It is just absolutely gorgeous and fairly unique to my collection. You've got a beautiful shimmer that goes from pink to gold to green, and these ultra chrome chameleon flakies I want to say are possibly like a red to black multichrome flaky. I think that's what they are. They're absolutely gorgeous. This is it in 3 coats. As you can see, it is still sheer, so if you wanted it to be fully opaque, you would probably want to wear this over a blurring base coat, or just pick a matching undie that sort of is either maybe sort of matching this green that's very lightly tinted, maybe a pastel mint, but you can see the beautiful shift and the intense shimmer that's on the nail there. Very beautiful, and like I said, very unique to my collection. So that was Bee's Knees Lacquer Rabbit. So now we're moving on to Polished Gamers box. Now I think I may have gotten some of these mixed up because this one is not labeled as far as what month it came out in, but a lot of these are going to be coming from Polished Gamers box for November of 2021. So this first wax is Coal Farm Tutorial from Adored Colors. And this one, oh, well, that explains it. This one is a Respawn Polish from Gamers box. Oh, wow. Okay, so this one, I don't know what the scent notes were supposed to be, but on a cold sniff, I'm getting a very masculine smell, which I'm not sure what note that would be necessarily. Yeah, I'll be really curious to see what the scent notes were. Like I said, mostly what I'm smelling is just a very masculine scent, which I can't even describe what the scent note is, but a very fun gray wax here with some matte black glitters in there. So I'll be curious to see what this one smells like on the warm sniff, but that was Adored Colors Coal Farm Tutorial. The next wax that I got from Polished Gamers box, this was from November 2021, is based on Tomb Raider and is called Acubes, or maybe that's Acubes. I'm not really sure on the pronunciation, but the notes of this one are lavender, bergamot, spice, orange zest, cedarwood, musk, and black pepper. Definitely notes that I enjoy. Ooh. Alright, so the notes on this for the lavender are definitely more on the soapy side. And it's possibly because there's not a lot of sweet going on. I don't really smell on the cold any of the spice, but maybe I smell the pepper. Again, with a little bit on the masculine side, which is, it might be the cedarwood and the musk. But it seems like a very nice scent. This could be a really nice one to melt in the living room. So that was Tonchi Mountain Studios Tomb Raider wax called Acubes or Acubes. I'm not really sure, again, on the pronunciation. Next, we've got another wax. I know I got a lot of wax this time. This one is called Athena's Lament from Squeaky Peach Soap. So the notes on this one are orange, green foliage, pine, cedar, cinnamon, clove, vanilla, and amber. Now I definitely smell maybe the amber, which is more pronounced than I would expect from where it is in the scent note descriptions. Again, a little bit more on the masculine side than I would expect with a vanilla and cinnamon mix, but that smells really nice. I'll be, again, curious to see how this one smells on the warm sniff. Wax is very interesting that way. You can smell it one way on a cold sniff and it will be more prominent in one scent note. Once you warm it up, another scent note might come out more predominantly. Yeah, very interesting. I'm not smelling any of the orange at all, or the pine, which is kind of surprising because I figured pine would be very predominant. And maybe that's just part of the masculine smell that I'm smelling, is maybe the amber, pine, and cedar. But very nice smelling. I mean, it's very clean and crisp. So I'll be curious again to see how this one smells warm. But that was Athena's Lament from Squeaky Peach Soap Wax Melts. Now onto the polishes for Polished Gamers box. This first one is from Phoenix Indie Polish, and this one is called The Rise. Wow, you guys, this one is just gorgeous. They come out with some really unique polishes. This one is another that has those red to black multichrome flakies. Wasn't I just saying I didn't have that many? This is at least the second one in this haul that I've gotten new to my collection. And look at the contrast with that base. You've got this intense multichrome base that's shifting with that shimmer. I'm in person seeing so many more colors and a deeper color. On camera, you're seeing that very vibrant green to blue shift. In person, the green is more of a teal and the blue is a deep, deep blue. And the contrast to that red to black multichrome flaky is very intense. This is stunning and very unique to my collection. Just to compare it to the one from Bee's Knees Lacquer, just in case you wanted to see the comparison there, they are definitely different polishes and even a different size of the multichrome flaky there. And this is what this one looks like in 3 coats. This is another one of the more sheerer polishes, but it is fairly opaque on that 3rd coat. This one has a very strong shift in that green shimmer that you're seeing. Really beautiful. I really love how this one looks all together. The combination of ingredients is really well done. So that was Phoenix Indie Polish, the Rise. Next up is another purple polish, this time from 1422 Designs. This one is called Frosty Morning in Siberia. Look at this cool polish. This is a very beautiful, sort of a lilac-y purple color, and look at the mix of flakies in here. You've got a beautiful contrast of these multichrome flakies. You've got, I think, like a gold smaller flaky in there as well. This is fairly unique to my collection as well because of the mix of flakies in this beautiful cream polish. Here's what it looks like in 2 coats. Beautiful opacity on this one. Actually really like this shade. This is very beautiful. This is another shade of purple that I really like. It shouldn't be too surprising. I love purples in general, but this particular tone is almost on that periwinkle side of things. It's still a purple, but on the nail you can see a bit of blue. Just really gorgeous. So that was 1422 Designs, Frosty Morning in Siberia. Next up is one from Garden Path Lacquers, A Career in Ruins, and this is another pink. Surprise, surprise! I've got at least 2 pinks here, and that is saying something, but this is such a gorgeous, gorgeous pink. Look at those beautiful flakies. And the shimmer, I think the shimmer on camera is a lot stronger than those flakies are, but in person, the pink flakies that you're seeing on camera are this intense fuchsia. Very vibrant and bright. Very gorgeous mix. So I want to say that this one has a load of different kinds of flakies in it. You've got the one that I'm seeing in person as a very bright pink, but then I'm also seeing pops of like an orangey gold. I'm seeing green and then a very bright blue. And I don't know that that blue is coming off as vibrant, but you can sort of see it awash there at the top of the bottle. Really gorgeous, and again, blue and pink together. I really like them. This is it in 2 coats. Oh, just look at this. The blue is a lot more intense on the nail when it's swatched. Wow. This one is amazing. I don't know that my camera is capturing this accurately at all. I really hope it is, because it is amazing. I love the particle sizes that are in here. You've got all of those flakies, a bunch of what I think might be micro glitters as well. It's just gorgeous. So gorgeous. Fairly unique to my collection as well. Most of the other colors that mix pink and blue together are more in the shimmer and cream formula. So this is beautifully unique to my collection. I cannot wait to wear that. So that is Garden Path Lacquers, A Career in Ruins. And the last one is by Vanessa Molina, and this one is called Burning Soul, and it is a thermal polish. Now this is the first polish that I've bought from her that comes with an additional bottle of pigment, so if this starts to die in the thermal stages, you can add a bit more of the thermal pigmentation to make it come back to life. So the little instructions for how to do that are right here. I haven't had to do that yet with any polishes, although I have had thermals die, but if you don't have the thermal pigment to revive it, you're sort of up a creek. But this one is a really beautiful blackened jelly base, loaded with these beautiful fiery flakies. These are those sort of like mylar iridescent flakies. They are really gorgeous, very fiery. Here's how this one looks in 3 coats. I did have to build it up to 3 coats to get it this opaque. And I want to say that on the thermal properties, it might be one of those black to clear thermals. Let's see if I can warm this one up. So I'm getting it to a light, almost greeny gray. So I'm not sure what color that is supposed to turn into. I'll try to find a picture and post it up there. But very fun thermal, and again, fairly unique to my collection. I think these flakies are absolutely gorgeous. This could be a really fun one to use as a topper, like a thermal flaky topper over some beautiful colors for fall. So that was by Vanessa Molina, Burning Soul. Now we're moving on to our next month of Polished Gamers box, this time from December 2021. This is another wax from Matanchi Mountain Studios. This one is called The God of War, Freya, and the notes of this one are evergreen, woody pine, cedar, berry, and vanilla. Ooh, this is beautiful. This has a lot more sweet notes. The vanilla and berry definitely ring out. I can smell a little bit of the woody notes in there. So I'll be curious to see how this one smells on the warm sniff once it's in the wax melter, but this is a beautifully scented wax, so I can't wait to try that. That was Matanchi Mountain Studios, God of War, Freya. Now moving on to our polish from that Polished Gamers box month of December 2021. This one is from Nail Lacquer, Free the Dragons. Look at this gorgeous polish. This is a beautiful dusty blue multichrome loaded with multichrome flakies. And I want to say there's a secondary type of flaky. Either that or there's just 2 separate sizes in there. You see those little smaller speckles? I love the shimmer in here as well. You can sort of see, at least I think that's a shimmer. Yeah, I think there's some sort of multichrome in there. But beautiful color. This is it in 2 coats. Beautiful shade of icy blue, and it definitely has 2 different particles. On the nail, you can see that there is definitely a like holographic microflake in here. Love how that looks on the nail. This is another one that's pretty unique to my collection as well. Would have made a beautiful winter polish, but I'm trying to limit the amount that I'm adding to my winter rack now because believe it or not, underneath this sweater, I still have row upon row of other polishes that I was planning to add to my winter rack, and I haven't gotten around to filming them. We're really close to spring already. We're halfway through February, so I'm probably going to have to just skip those. But in any case, that was Nail Lacquer's Free the Dragons. Next is another one from Swamp Glass. You guys, one of my favorite brands this past year for sure. This one is I'm Your Monster No More. This was another polish that I was terrified that I hadn't gotten. So you see the polishes swatched, for preview before the pre-order. Then you see them swatched on the website. And I couldn't remember if this was one that I had decided to get or not. And after I started seeing other people swatch them after they got their boxes, I was terrified that I had not gotten it. But I did. Thankfully. So this is a really gorgeous contrasting polish. You've got these lovely matte glitters, and I want to say there's at least 2 different colors and a variety of sizes. Then you've got this intense multi-chrome base in a shimmer particle. It is so gorgeous and very unique. This is it in 3 coats. It is a shearer polish, but it is so gorgeous. Look at those matte glitters in there, contrasting so nicely with the warmer tone of that shimmer. I know, I hear you, honey. Very unique to my collection. Like I've said before, Swamp Glass has come out with some of the most unique and my favorite polishes of the last year, so I'm really excited to see what they keep coming out with. But this was Swamp Glass's I'm Your Monster No More. Alright, so that was it for Polished Gamers Box and Hella Handmade Creations. We are now moving on into the Ethereal Mysteries. So if you don't want to see those, avert your eyes, fast forward. I will try to put that little time stamp down below so that you guys can skip ahead if you don't want to see the Ethereal Mysteries being revealed. We've got 3 of them. I will give you a preview of the names so you can see if these are ones that you want to see or don't want to see. The first one is the Zodiac Mystery. It is Sagittarius. Then I have two of the Witcher Mysteries, the F Word and Witcher. So if you don't want to see those, fast forward, starting now. Okay. So here are the Ethereal Mysteries. The first one is the Sagittarius Zodiac Mystery for December 2021. The base of this is a beautiful, deep but vibrant blue, and then the shimmer in here shifts between different shades of blue to aqua to even purple there at the edges. Really gorgeous shade. This is it in just 2 coats. Very watery. I really like this one. This one I think is going to make a really fun summer polish. I love the shimmer particles in this one as well. I actually wanted to compare this one to Kiki Do You Love Me, but I think they are different shades of blue. This one is a bit more on the aqua, deepened aqua pool blue, but I would be curious to see how they compare. But that was Ethereal's Sagittarius. The next one is from the Witcher collection. This one is the F Word. It seems, I've not watched the show, so I don't know what significance that has to the show, but she is not the first maker to make a polish called this for the Witcher series. So if you know, let me know. But in any case, this is a really gorgeous, very vibrant, sort of burnished bronze to green multichrome shifting polish. It's very gorgeous. I know, I hear you, honey. I see different shades of gold and bronze, orange, green, and even towards the edges, I want to say it shifts to possibly like either a red or a deep purple, maybe like a plum. This is it in 3 coats. It is one of the sheer polishes. Very gorgeous though. This one, once it's swatched, sort of has this murky gray base to it, and I love these warm shimmers that contrast to a base like that. Makes it very mysterious and beautiful. Really, really like how this one is. It is so gorgeous. You could wear this over like a deep charcoal gray base to save your polish if you wanted, or over a blurring base coat. But it's really beautiful in that 3 coats. So that was Ethereal's F Word. Next, we've got another mystery from the Witcher series. This one is called Witcher. This is a really deep blackened charcoal base loaded with holographic. And I want to say it's possibly got a shimmer in there as well. I will say on first glance, this isn't the most unique polish. However, when it's swatched, it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. She jam-packed hollow in here. Look at that linear flare. I will say on the nail, it's not as black or as charcoal. There's almost like a deep, very deep reddish plum going on in the base color. So once it's swatched, it's definitely more unique than I gave it credit for. That flare, wow. Very impressive. I really love how she formulated this one. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm glad that I got it as a mystery, because I don't think, I'm not sure that I would have picked it out for myself if I'd seen the color, but I'm very happy to have it and maybe try to come back and do some comparisons to some of my darker holographic polishes that I already have, but I do think it's a bit more unique than I gave it credit for initially. So that was Ethereal's Witcher. Alright, so we're done with our mysteries. If you skipped fast forward, welcome back. Now we're going to go on to some polishes that I got from Daveen Lacquer. I did get 2 of them. These were from her latest release, probably in January, I think. So this first one is called Crackling Embers. This is a really beautiful, deep but dusty blue base. Absolutely loaded with this beautiful warm shimmer. Definitely reminds me of embers. It's such a gorgeous color. So this is it in 2 coats. You've got that beautiful deep blue base, and that shimmer is definitely prominent on the nail. In person, I'm seeing a lot of that warm gold with a bit of like red speckles. On camera, you're seeing a lot more of that red shimmer. So this is definitely going to be one of those polishes that has a lot of shift depending on the lighting source that you're using and how many coats you use, but beautiful, beautiful color there. So that was Daveen Lacquer's Crackling Embers. Her polish order also came with a beautiful little sticker. I thought that was very unique. And the second polish that I got was the whole reason why I wanted to place the order. This is called Kaleidoscope. And this is another one that has those beautiful metallic flakies in it. These are, I want to say, fairly close to, yeah, they might be the same kind that are in the polish that I got from Zombie Claw, just in a much different base. So this one is a beautiful deep purple. Then you've got that added shimmer quality to it. So that one shifts very vibrantly from an intense green to like a orangey gold. I think on camera you're seeing mainly the gold. In person, I'm seeing the green. So it's another one that's going to be very shifty. There you go, there's that green. You can also see a little bit of aqua popping up at the edge of the bottle. This was such a unique polish. I knew I had to have it when I saw this collection swatched. This was a must-have for me, so I was really excited when it was restocked. This is how it looks in 2 coats. This is a favorite for sure. I absolutely love it, and I'm very glad that I was able to grab it. So, so beautiful. It's a purple, it's got blue, it's a shimmer polish. It's got those metallic flakies. I just absolutely love this one. So that was Daveen Lacquer's Kaleidoscope. Next up, we've got a big order from Polish Pickup from August, you guys. August. How did I wait this long? August. This has so many polishes that I was super, super excited about that I had never unboxed. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Well, I say that, but I've been taking a long time to unbox packages. But in any case, this is for the month of August 2021 for Polish Pickup. This first one is from KB Shimmer, and this is called Lust at Sea. It is another in that sort of a blurply shade, full of shimmer. This bottle does need a little bit of shaking. It has been sitting on my table here for a while, but it's absolutely gorgeous. That shift in that shimmer goes from green to blue to purple. I think a little bit of gold at angles as well. Here's how this one looks in 2 coats. A very nice, beautiful, blurply purple. Nice and juicy, and that shimmer is very prominent on the nail. Really like this one. The shimmer particles on this one are absolutely gorgeous. So that was a KB Shimmers Lust at Sea. Next up is another purple from Stella Chroma. This one is called Sagittarius, and this one does dry matte. Look at this gorgeous mix. This is such a unique polish. It is that beautiful, vibrant purple, deep but vibrant purple, loaded with a green shimmer, just to compare it to our KB shimmer. It is definitely a different polish altogether. It's got added flakies in it as well. And here's how it looks dried in 2 coats. As you can see, it dries to a matte finish. This one will also look absolutely gorgeous non-matte, as you can see in the bottle, but it almost softens the color and lightens it a little bit in that matte formula. So another really gorgeous color, that was Stella Chroma's Sagittarius. We're sticking with the purple themes, you guys. Not too surprising. This one is from Paint It Pretty Polish. This is called What's Your Element? You guys, this is such a beautiful color. Again, with that beautiful purple color, loaded with shifting shimmer. This one, I think on camera, you're seeing mostly a beautiful gold. In person, though, that same shimmer is more of a beautiful green. It also shifts to a beautiful array of aqua at angles. Here's how this one looks in 2 coats. This is stunning. This is going to make a beautiful polish for spring. It's a soft but vibrant color. Love, love, love this one. This is beautiful. So that was Paint It Pretty's What's Your Element? Next up, I got the topper that Paint It Pretty put out for the month of August, and that was Breath of Fresh Air. This is another absolutely gorgeous color. The reason I bought this one is because she used to be Streets Ahead Style. I think she switched her name to Caitlin Swatches. She swatched this over, I think it was over this one, and I fell head over heels in love with this polish. I thought it was absolutely breathtaking. The shifts that this has are amazing, and I don't think the most vibrant ones are coming across on my camera. There we go. It's even more intense than that in person. You've got these beautiful flakies that are iridescent, and they flash beautifully bright pinks and golds. Then at the more invisible angles, they are green and aqua. It's just beautiful. And then it is packed with shimmer. That's mostly what you're seeing, is the iridescent effect of that shimmer. Here's how it looks in 2 coats. I did build it up to 2 coats so you could see more of the qualities of the polish. You're not going to reach full opacity on its own, though it is designed as a topper. But look how gorgeous that is. Beautifully iridescent. There's that beautiful bright pink pop. And this is going to look different over different colors as well. Really beautiful. So that one was Paint It Pretty, Breath of Fresh Air. Next up is another topper that I got. This one is called Cascade Polish, Winds of Change. And I did put this one right next to the other topper so that you could see them compared side by side. This one does have a different intensity of flakies, different type altogether. This one from Paint It Pretty is a bit more on the warm side, whereas these shift more between like a pink and green with some aqua. So they are different flakies. This is it in 2 coats. You can mainly see that bright pink shift on the top of the nail to the green on the sides of the nail. Again, this one was built up in 2 coats, so you could see more of those beautiful flakies. And this is another one that, because it is iridescent, is going to look different over different polishes. Sometimes you might see more of that pink, sometimes you might see more of that green. Over darker colors, you might see different colors altogether. So I love polishes like this. They're just so versatile and unique. So that one was from Cascade Polish, Winds of Change. Next up is one from EDK. This one is called Sorority, and it's a magnetic. Let's see how it looks magnetized. Ooh, so the flash in this one, that's the magnetic pigment, is a blue, leaving the base a black and purple with some like deep pink flashes. And of course those lovely, lovely flakies. This is a beautiful color, and this is it in 2 coats with the magnetic pull. Very gorgeous. I'm loving the like tealy aqua blue green flash of that magnetic pull. Those flakies are really gorgeous in here as well. Another one that's pretty unique to my collection. I might have to come back at some point and do some comparisons to all of the magnetic polishes that I have, but this is another really beautiful color. So that was EDK's Sorority. Next up is one from Cuticula, and this is the one that started it all, and the whole reason why I have an entire collection from her with these flakies. This one's Dragon Glass. Yeah, I was super excited about this and let it sit in a package since September. Anyways, it is gorgeous in person. I'm so excited to have this one in my collection. It is so unique, and the mix of flakies that she used in here are just amazing. It is like stained glass in a bottle. It is so gorgeous. So you've got these beautifully intense green ones. You've got this deep like blue indigo. Then you've got these fiery flakies as well. And I'm sure I'm missing out on another type of flaky in here. It is gorgeous. This is how it looks in 2 coats. The base is sort of a deep gray purple. Those flakies in here are just stunning. Love this one. I cannot wait to play around with this. I'm probably going to wait until next fall, but it's just amazing. I love the variety of flakies in here. Hopefully all of those beautiful colors are popping up. Ooh, look at that one on the nail on the end. So gorgeous. Hopefully that's at least kind of in focus. There we go. Such a gorgeous color. So that was Cuticula's Dragon Glass. Next up is one from Bee's Knees Lacquer. This is Fine, Make Me Your Villain. Another one that I was uber excited to get, and I've been letting it sit in a box, the poor thing. But this one is stunning. I absolutely love this one. Bee's Knees Lacquer, as you've probably heard me say before, has been one of my favorite brands for many years. I will be very bummed when I can't get them anymore, but this one is amazing. So this is a beautiful deep blue, again loaded with shimmer. It's one of my favorite types of polishes, and look at the shift on this one. You've got green and red, gold and teal. Look at that color rainbow, so beautiful. This one is in 2 coats here. This is beautifully opaque in 2 coats, and look at that beautiful red flash. Oh, so gorgeous. On the nail, I'm seeing a whole lot of different rainbow scatterings of that shimmer as well. Beautiful. Cannot say enough about this one. It is absolutely stunning. So that was Bee's Knees Lacquer, Fine, Make Me Your Villain. Up next is one from Glisten and Glow. This one is called Nights at Red Rock. And this is a very unique polish. The color of this one is a lot redder on the nail than it shows up in the bottle. In the bottle, it almost looks like a very deep wine. And then you can see all of that beautiful flaky that is just jam-packed in here. There's also some holographic in here. Very unique, again, unique to my collection. This is it in 2 coats. It's almost this dusty berry shade, I guess is a good way of describing it. And those flakies just pop so beautifully against that base color. So very beautiful. Love this one. And this is one that I wasn't too sure about, but I'm very glad that I ended up getting it because I love it swatched. So that was Glisten and Glow's Nights at Red Rock. Next up is one from Girly Bits, and this one is called This Girl Is on Pfizer. And this is another one that was a bit outside my wheelhouse because, I mean, look how bright this is. It is an intensely bright color loaded with shimmer. And I want to say there's either glitter or flakies in here. I think maybe iridescent flakies. This thing shifts so beautifully from pink to gold to orange. The pink in this is why I liked this. So we'll see how I end up playing around with this as maybe a topper. Colors like this on me, I don't love them being sheer just because of this type of like a peachy orange on my skin tone, but we'll see. In 2 coats though, this is really fun. It's much more vibrant than it is on camera. In person, it's very bright. You see a beautiful intense pink flash in that shimmer. Cannot wait to try this. I will most likely for myself be wearing this over an undie polish, maybe even over a like mid-tone orange. But very beautiful, and again unique to my collection. So that was Girly Bits. This Girl Is on Pfizer. And last but not least is from DRK Nails. This is Purifier, and if you've watched some of my mystery unboxings, you'll see that I already have this from one of those mystery unboxings because it took me so long to unbox my own. So now I have the one that I bought and a backup from the mystery box. In any case, this is an absolutely stunning polish. It is a beautifully deep, vibrant purple, and look at that shimmer packed in there, just packed. So beautiful. This is it in 2 coats. Look at that red flash in here and the vibrant, juicy purple. Definitely a favorite of mine. I love the contrast of a beautiful purple with a warm shimmer. One of my favorites. So I cannot wait to wear this one. I'm thinking possibly an early fall polish, but we'll see. That was DRK Nails Purifier. So there you have it. That was a very long haul there. From everything from Handmade Creations to Polished Gamer's Box and some Ethereal Mysteries. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know down below which ones were your favorites, or if you bought any of these, if they've become your favorites, if you've worn them or not worn them. And let me know if you've ever waited that long. I think I've said that before. I don't recall how long it took me to open one of my original super long unboxings. But this one might take the cake. August to February. In any ways, hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Make sure to hit that little subscribe button down below. That way you won't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.